And welcome to Revsportz. I'm Gargi Raut. India Open has come to a close with Satwiksairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty finishing as runners-up. They played an incredible final match against the South Korean duo and ended up on the losing side. After putting in a lot of effort, at the end of the day, they were outplayed by the South Korean duo. When we look at the overview of this whole tournament, 3 points stand out the most. First of all, obviously, Sachi's rise as a pair. Of course, they had been in incredible momentum ever since last year, ever since Matthias Bos joined them in 2021 before the Tokyo Olympics. But ever since then, it's been a rise. It's been a journey upwards for the duo. But this time they were playing with incredible momentum. They looked so confident, and right now, even as they have lost the finals, they seem very, very confident about their journey in the future, their journey to the Olympics. They will not be playing Indonesia Masters, of course, but again, it's all about the Paris Olympics berth and qualifying and then getting a medal over there. The number 2 point that stands out the most is, of course, the fact that there is still not a single women's badminton player right now, Indian shuttler, who is making it in the top. Ever since Saina Nehwal went out, you still needed a couple of years to find someone like a PV Sindhu. But now that PV Sindhu, is injured and is out of the tournament, you don't see anyone that lives up to the name, lives up to the reputation, to the legacy that someone like a PV Sindhu, someone like a Saina Nehwal have left for badminton in India. It was the women's shuttlers who put badminton on the map globally. It was Saina Nehwal, it was PV Sindhu who went out there, got those Olympic medals and really gave a good name to badminton. But ever since then, it's been a downward spiral, because right now, with the way that this competition went, with the way that the women's Indian shuttlers played, you see that there's not really a lot of potential brewing up there, and there's not a lot of bench strength. The third point that stands out the most about this tournament is obviously the crowd. The crowd has been incredible. This was the best crowd that I have seen for a badminton tournament personally, and everyone talked about it, from HS Pranoy to Satwik Chirag. They were all praised for the crowd, the way that they were supporting them, cheering them on throughout the tournament. Even as Satwik and Chirag played that final, it was all about that crowd support. Even when they were losing the point, the crowd made sure that they were pushing them through. But it ended in Satwiksairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty losing the finals game and ending up as the runners-up. All in all, it's been a great tournament, because the fans will be going home with a lot of memories in the finals, all throughout the tournament. Especially the players will be going home with a lot of memories, with that crowd, with that loud crowd, all the roars from the crowd that helped them push through and get to where they are right now. But when we look at this tournament, it's going to be a memorable one, because it's always special for the Indian players to play in front of an Indian crowd. Not just that, when we look at the last India Open, there wasn't this big of a crowd, and now there is. Badminton is growing tremendously, and the players love that people show up in large numbers to watch their games.
Overall, I think obviously we are sad losing that final against in our home tournament, but there are a lot of positives. Obviously, the past 2 weeks have been really good, but I think that title still eludes, but I think it will come. We'll just what's in our thing. What our thing is to keep our heads down and keep working, and the big titles will come. Our opponents coming back, but obviously we would have wanted to be closer to them or probably in the lead, but I think like I said, there are always ifs and buts. There have been times where we have been down in a final and come back, where probably the Asian Championship final where we were down 13-6 in the second, or I can recall a lot of finals where we've been down and won, and also have been leading and lost. So there are a lot of ifs and buts, but I think what's important is to come back after those losses. It's tough, obviously, to come back after a loss, but I think we are more than capable. I know for a fact. Whenever we are down, we are always come back stronger, and I think As a pair, our main aim is to do well at the big events, and we'll come back stronger in the big events.